Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dips. Happy Sunday. Um, Hope you guys had a great week last week. I know I killed it. I had 5 green days in a row. Friday, I think I was like pretty much break even, but still green. And last week I played the Orb on IWM and Spy just about every day. Can you guys hear that lawnmower? Hold on. All right. So, I know some of you guys already saw this in the live stream, but I want to go over how I play the orb and what exactly it is, and most importantly, how to read my callouts in the Discord when I orb. Because it's so fast that I can't give you guys the full call out like I do with other stocks, so typically with the orb I'll give you guys the ticker that I'm watching, and then I'm just telling you long or short, so you guys need to pick the contract and the expiry that's appropriate for you. Okay, but we'll get into that more once we actually know what the orb is. Okay, so orb stands for Opening Range Breakout. Okay, let's get some text on here. So orb equals Opening Range Breakout. My favorite is the 3-minute and 15-minute. I know some people use the 30 and some people use the 5, but these are my two favorite right now. Okay, this isn't something that you can do every day, right? So we want to look for a gap up or down with volume. Okay, so whenever you have an inside open, that's the days that you're going to want to skip the orb. Okay, so let's just go back on the QQQ, and we'll add one more thing. Works best with indices or high volume tickers. So again, I'm typically playing the orb on SPY, QQQ, or IWM. IWM is great for the small accounts because you can get way closer to the money without spending so much. If you have a larger account, I would really recommend just doing SPY and QQQ. I haven't tested it on a lot of different tickers because I'm usually just playing SPY. Okay, so SPY gaps, I'm looking to play the orb. Okay, so what is the orb? The orb is an opening range breakout. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we're on the 3-minute chart. So I'm always orbing off the 3-minute, for the 3 and the 15-minute orb. And this is a very beginner friendly strategy. You just have to remember to stick to the rules. Okay, if you're gonna orb every day, you need to stick to the rules every day, or else the orbs, it's not gonna work. So the first thing I do is I look for any supply and demand zones from pre-market or yesterday's action. So right here, You know, we got a little bit of a supply at the pre-market high. You know, and that's really it. To mark this level here, we have a little bit of a demand, pre-market demand, you know, but not much, okay? So I would mark those out on the 15th, and then we'll go back to the 3. Okay? So now we're ready at open. We got some key levels marked. Okay? So let's see how we open. Boom. So first candle is a huge red candle. Okay? So this is our opening range, this first candle. So we need a break of the low to go short. Right? Or a break of the high to go long. Okay? Let's see what happens. So you're entering on the first candle that's gonna break this. I personally don't wait for a close on the 3-minute orb. 15-minute orb, I wait for a close. But 3-minute orb, I'm going as soon as I see some volume through there. Sometimes this does stop you out, so you want to be sure. But I'm usually ready to go as soon as price crosses over that trigger. And you got to remember too, we have had some really great wins with this, but this isn't a strategy that's going to get you 100% every morning. And this isn't going to be your main strategy either. What the orb is for me is it's a way that I'm able to take a trade right at open almost every day. And it starts my day off on a good foot, you know, because it's so it's been so consistent for me lately. Okay? So let's see. So our next candle, boom, trigger short. This is going to be, I think this is going to be an easy one. It won't always be this easy. Okay? So now, this turns to our stop loss. So you're always risking the first bar. And now this is our short entry. Right? So you're always risking the first bar. And this is the part where I'm talking about being consistent. Okay? So if you're gonna orb, you need to stick to the rules. So this is your stop loss, right? And that's why when we're orbing, when I'm orbing, I'm usually orbing with small size. I'm not going really heavy into this, because if it goes against you right off open, it's gonna fuck up your whole trading day, right? All right, so let's see how this plays out. So we go short here. Okay. Let's just see where we hit. Here's our stop loss. Okay. Could we get a 2-to-1? That would be a big move. Could we get a 2-to-1? Let's see. Okay. Whoa. Alright, so as you can see, that broke down almost perfectly. Boom, 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 boom. Right through our 2-to-1. Beautiful trade. Let's go to the next day and see what happens. And same thing with the orb, you know, you wanna shoot. We want to take profits quick with the orb, right? So we're not holding these, you know, for massive winners. We're just trying to get a quick little 20%, 50%, to start our day off on the right foot, right? All right. Let's go back to the 3. Whoops. All right. So here's our, so let's see. So we did gap. We did gap, so this would be a valid orb here. Let's mark our levels. We definitely got a little bit of demand down here from after hours. Yeah, and then just because of yesterday, you can see that this was a key level. Okay, so our first candle is a green bar right off this supply zone. Okay, so this could be a great orb here if we go through this supply. Okay, let's see. So our next candle is green. Okay, so this is going to take us into a long position. So our entry's here. Oh, that's almost perfect. Stop is there. Where's the risk to reward? Okay, let's see. That's a little more than 2. See if we can get 2. Okay. Inside bar. Okay. So this is great, right? So we opened up, sliced through supply, came through back tested supply, held supply. This is a beautiful orb right here. Boom. Beautiful bar. Hit our 2-to-1. Beautiful trade. Let's see. You know, and then we're out on that. We hit our target. We're out. Right? So if this first bar is whatever, let's just say 20 cents. You know, we're looking for a 2-to-1. So we're looking for a 50-cent move if we can get it. Okay? And then with the 15-minute orb, it's the same thing, except you just take the first 15-minute candle, set the low and the high, and use those, right? So that would be your orb long. And you're still entering off the 3-minute. Well, I enter off the 3-minute. Looks like 15-minute would have been a loser. I know some people just use the 15 and 30-minute orbs as key levels. So some people may have taken that short, but just to keep things simple, we're not talking about that. We're just talking about basic beginner level orb. So we're just taking the first bar. I think we're just gonna stick to the 3-minute for now, because that's what I play the most anyway. Let's do one more. And I'm not looking at these before, right? I only looked at the first one, so I have no idea. Okay. We got a good gap here. My favorite orb is when we gap up and then we take the orb to the downside, or when we gap down and we take the orb to the upside. Those have been some of my most profitable trades recently. We're just, we know we're supposed to set the levels, but we're not going to, just because we're already at 15 minutes. Okay, so this would have triggered orb short. Loving these wicks. I feel like this probably dumps. It's just what I was talking about. So we gapped up. We opened up strong. Huge volume. Wick down. I would be loving the orb right here. Look at these wicks. I love this price action. Boom. Dumper. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful move. So when you get these gap ups, and you see these strong wicks off them open on that 3 minute, that is my favorite orb setup. Okay, so let's just review real quick. So for the orb is the opening range breakout. You can use any opening range that you want. I use the 3 minute, 3 and 15 minute. Okay, this works best on SPY, QQQ, and the indices. SPY, QQQ, and IWM rather. Also, I know people that use it on AMD, Apple, big tech names. You want a lot of volume, something that really pushes that open like SPY does. If we get an inside open, we skip the orb. So we're only playing orb on days we gap with volume. Okay? Oh, and the last thing is picking your strike, right? So you see how fast this happens, right? So I don't have the time to put out a full alert for you guys. So what I'm gonna do, I don't know how fast we could find one. Okay, so perfect example. So I don't have time to put out the whole ticker for you guys. So I'll put, oh, I gave you the ticker that time. So I'll put watching IWM 3 and 15 minute orb, expecting a gap up and then flush on the indices, right? And then first 3 minute bar, took out the low. I give you IWM short, right? So this is really just all about your account size. Okay, so with orb, I'm always taking the closest expiration, so 0 day to expiration if possible, close as you can get it. And then you want to get as close to the money as you can. The more delta, the bigger gains you're gonna get. Okay, but you don't want to oversize on these because you can get smoked very fast and you can make money very fast. So it's very important, if you're gonna add this to your strategy, you keep your size consistent, you stick to your rules, and you play it every time there's a gap. If you just do it sometimes and you don't do it right, it's going to be like any other strategy. It's going to be inconsistent. So that's why you need to stick to it. I think we went 4 for 4 on orbs last week. Okay, so when I say so when I'm saying watching IWM for 3 15-minute orb, pre-market, right? I'll tell you pre-market what we're watching. Get your contracts ready, right? Get them in a watch list. On Webull, I have a calls and puts watch list. Unless I just have this open, I'll either have this open and have the chains ready, or I'll add them to my call and put watch list, right? So say we're orbing SPY, okay? I'll take the 412 call, add it to calls, and then I'll take the 410 put, add it to put, you know, and then I'm ready right here. Calls, boom, load it up, hotkey, Control A, slap the ask. That's the other thing. You want to play something with a tight spread like SPY, QQQ, because you're not going to have time to place a bid. We're slapping the ask on these things. These are quick in and out trades. Sometimes I'm taking profit in under a minute on these, right? Hopefully I can get a live trade for you guys on these. If you're interested, maybe we can do a live orb on Monday or Tuesday. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions, just message me in the Discord. Peace.